So we introduced into a specific course, it's a third year course, 3 key strategies that we felt would assist students to improve their soft skills that were specifically embedded within the assessment process. So first off, we introduced a plus minuses interests template where students needed to take their individual assessment item that they'd conducted previous to the group assignment, focus on what they thought was good, not so good and interesting about that particular individual assignment, which they could then discuss and negotiate which one of those assignments in a group of 4 they would take and use as a platform for the group assessment piece. So this was an important strategy to say, well, which one of those was the important that they agreed on to be able to actually focus on for their major group assessment item. We also introduced key, I suppose, items for the soft skills that were introduced, for the time management, conflict management, communication and negotiation. We put in some how-tos within the actual assessment item area of the website that students could refer to when they were actually discussing key attributes of the group assessment item. We found that breaking these down into simple how-tos was a far better way than providing some sort of external document that they had to read. These were just key simple things that they could focus on the basis that if anything did go orally wrong, I was there as the convener and lecturer of the course to be able to assist them through anything that was too difficult. And finally, we introduced a self-reflection at the end of the assessment item that was highly structured, and the questions were particularly targeted for students to answer around the group dynamics process. And very important in that, for that key, that self-reflection was that reflection must be inserted in the assessment item for students to receive a mark for the whole assessment item. So they had to go through and reflect on what their contributions were to the group, good or bad, indifferent, and be able to insert that in the assessment item so that we could, as the markers, actually see that they had contributed in some form. But no mark was specifically attributed to that reflection item. They received a mark overall for the assessment item itself.